Mass Effect New Earth, a California's Great America, has been a real point of interest for any Mass Effect fan who wants more Mass Effect in their life. So we were excited to hear the official channel for the theme park put up a video detailing some of the process behind creating such a ride. Let's explore what goes into making this exciting new 4D ride. Now I'm going to show you the video first, and then highlight the more important parts after that. As always, my name is Tucker, and welcome to Mass Effect Follower.
On this episode of Inside Track, we'll learn about the groundbreaking technology of Mass Effect New Earth, a 4D holographic space journey across the galaxy based on the successful video game series. From building and maintaining the world's greatest rides to how we serve millions of guests, Inside Track takes you backstage and behind the scenes of your favorite parks.
The project basically starts with a concept, where we sit around with outlines and ideas, and then we ping-pong back and forth with the creative team at BioWare and at the park. We're really excited to be able to work with such a renowned company like Electronic Arts and get directly involved in a creative process with BioWare, the creators of Mass Effect, with the assistance of so many people, Howard Newstate and Christian Diekman coming together and assisting us.
Working with Clint from Halon and Nathan and Ryan from 3D Live, we started kicking around ideas about how to translate the Mass Effect environment and story into an experience that would register with our guests in the park.
From there, we started moving into conceptual art. We did a lot of rendering and virtual reality planning for the inside of the theater.
Everything for Mass Effect New Earth is custom, and in most cases is the first time in the world it's ever been used for an amusement experience.
So starting with the sound alone, which is a record breaker, and the first time we've ever been able to combine this near-field waveform beaming technology with a far-field atmospheric surround sound.
Each speaker has its own separate sound pattern. So we can have 70 different sounds being emitted from 70 different speakers simultaneously in the theater. The experience is nothing like you've ever heard.
So we're really excited about bringing that, mixing that with our 3D LED technology. We're installing the first ever 3D LED inside any theme park in the world.
You've never seen an image this clear, this large, and with this much dynamic range. When you're looking at 3D on a screen like this, you can't help but reach out and try and touch the item. It's that real. When we couple that with having live actors in front of the screen, it gives you that holographic effect.
On top of that, we're throwing in a lot of different automation tools in the motion seat system.
You're sitting on a transducer, which is basically like a giant subwoofer, so we can send various vibration patterns through your seat.
As well as sound, smell, water. We're all excited to bring something that's so heavy tech into Silicon Valley at California's Great America. Well, I can't wait for this to be done. It's been a long time in coming. We've been working on this now for over a year with Electronic Arts and BioWare, and they're a great team to work with. Really, really fun catalog of games, and Mass Effect being spectacular, and that we know that this is something that we're going to be proud of for a very, very long time. We're already getting really, really excited, just even though we're under construction, still seeing the pieces coming to life.
I can't wait to ride this ride myself. With all of the work, the hard work that's been done by so many different teams from Mediamation, Crescendo, EA, BioWare, Electrosonic, as well as 3D Live and the Cedar Fair team, I know that this is going to be a unique experience, and certainly given all of the technology, a first of its kind.
Right away, many of you who have been to Disney World or Disneyland will likely find some similarities between New Earth and the popular Star Wars themed ride, Star Tours. The adventure continues. The movement of the seats, the 3D glasses, and the types of shots used are very reminiscent of Disney's classic motion simulator. The visuals used suggest that we'll be seeing some old friends such as Garrus and Rex. Rex is seen briefly as a stationary render, while Garrus looks to be taking a guide-like role, appearing in the corner of the screen in holographic form. It looks like Garrus isn't the only one to share this role, as the global Asari VI, Avina, is seen in the video, while the riders appear to be traveling around what looks like Shurkesh. It will be interesting to see not only what other characters will show up this way, but whether or not the original voice actors will reprise their roles. We certainly wouldn't mind hearing Brendan Keener as Garrus one last time. Based on the footage, it would be reasonable to suggest that the ride will include multiple jumps through mass relays, as several of them show up in the video. Plus, it's certainly a great lore-friendly way to ensure riders to get the experience as much of the Milky Way as possible in one sitting. But speaking on being lore-friendly, it is interesting to note the appearance of what looks like a wild Rachni queen on an unknown planet. The Queen is seen acting menacingly toward the riders before jumping out of the path of what looks like a missile. Keeping with the game's lore, it is difficult to find a time where a wild Rachni Queen would appear in the same space of time as Garrus. This suggests a number of possibilities, most notably that the ride will likely play a little fast and loose with the Mass Effect timeline in order to provide riders with the most action. Of course, there's also the incredibly slim chance that New Earth is set after the event of Mass Effect 3. The ride's title actually lends a little bit of credence to this theory, but odds are nothing being seen will be considered canon, as there's really no way to implement something like that when every player's experience is different. All of that aside, a brand new 4K Mass Effect experience that immerses you like this is sure to be a mouth-watering concept for any Mass Effect fan. You can be sure that we'll be keeping up to date with the progress of New Earth. So what do you think about what we've seen so far? Are you planning on making the trip to California's Great America once it opens? Let us know in the comments below, and while you are there, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.